Today we're going to try and build the funniest police car possible.
And to build the funniest police car possible, we're going to be using a three-wheeled vehicle known as a Reliant Robin.
Now a few years back, me and Eric bought a Reliant Robin, which we flipped over, and then we spent an entire video trying to repair it and drive it all the way to Spain. But then it set on fire near London.
And for 2.5 years, the car's been sat abandoned on our driveway.
But in this video, we're going to try and get it running again, and then we're going to be turning it into a fake police car. So that's a plan. Let's just hope we can get it running.
Now the reason we're trying to build a fake police car is because we're doing a rally from the UK to Africa, and we want to have the funniest vehicle there. But before we can do any of that, we need to try and get the Reliant Robin started.
We're going to see if it starts. Let's just hope it does. It's been about 2.5 years, I think.
But after putting in fresh fuel and trying to crank it over, we just couldn't get it to start.
Nothing.
It seemed like there was no spark, so we removed the old distributor and replaced it with a brand new one.
Yeah, fucky. Put it in.
Oh, you behave.
Put it in.
And just to be safe, we also replaced the ignition coil and all of the ignition leads. So if it doesn't start now, there's a good chance we won't be able to go on this rally to Africa.
I think it's gonna start.
I don't think so.
I think it's definitely going to. It has to.
There's no way it has to.
Come on, please.
3, 2, 1.
I don't know.
It wasn't looking good. No matter what we tried, it just wouldn't start. And after buying some easy start to see if that would help, we gave it one last try.
Right, let's go. It's gonna start. It's not starting, man.
This was bad. We only had about 4 days until the rally, and we don't even have a running vehicle. So with not many options left, we had no choice but to drive 3 hours to London, buy a new Reliant Robin, and hope this one would be more reliable.
Try the brakes. Okay, the brakes work.
Huh? Yes, we got a wiper as well.
Look, even that's... Oh, you squirted me. Oh, you squirted me, man. Okay, so we've just bought another Reliant Robin. The plan's to try and drive this to Africa, but you may be able to tell it's starting to get really windy, and that's because there's a storm coming into the UK, and it's about 80-mile-an-hour wind.
We have named Storm Day, which will be impacting northern parts of the UK through the Easter weekend.
It seemed like nothing was going our way. We were now driving directly towards a massive storm with up to 80-mile-per-hour winds in a Reliant Robin, but that didn't stop us. We made our way back towards Manchester, ready to turn it into a fake police car.
And the sky is gray. I've been for a walk on a winter's day. I'd be safe and warm if I wasn't there.
But then only 10 minutes away from our destination, the worst possible scenario happened.
No! The Reliant Robin's on fire.
The car started smoking.
Holy shit. Guys, I think the Reliant Robin's set on fire. It's started making a really bad noise and smoke's going everywhere.
Now, since our Reliant Robin a few years back set on fire, me and Eric were extremely paranoid and took a fire extinguisher just in case.
It is making the worst noise ever though. I was just listening to music, vibing, and then the car's making a really bad rattling noise. Sick, man. We were literally like 10 minutes away as well.
But this wasn't the only issue. Not only do we still have to try and turn this into a fake police car, but we've also got to try and drive it all the way to Morocco, going through Andorra. And if this old car breaks down at any point in this rally and we have no service, we're not going to be able to call for backup or even get recovered. And that's where Saily comes into play.
Saily is going to give us mobile data abroad without needing a physical SIM. All we have to do is pick the countries that we're visiting, buy a plan in the app, and avoid getting rinsed by the UK roaming charges. So if our Reliant Robin does somehow make it from the UK to Andorra and maybe even Morocco, then all we have to do is open the Saily app, select how much data we need in those countries, and it gets added to our eSIM. And as you may know, some networks charge 10p per megabyte, meaning if you use just 1 gigabyte, it could cost you over £100. And the best part is you don't have to install a bunch of eSIMs, you just install one, and then whenever you visit a new country, you just open the Saily app, select the plan that you want, and it automatically gets added to your eSIM. So whenever you're next going abroad, if you do not want to get scammed by the roaming charges, make sure you download the Saily app or go to saily.com/retaliate, and you can use code retaliate at checkout to save an extra 15% off your plan. The links will be in the description and the pinned comment. Thanks to Saily for sponsoring this video, because now if we can get this Reliant Robin fixed, we should be safe. Let's see if we can get it fixed. Okay, so it's the next day after the Reliant Robin almost caught alight. Luckily, it was the coolant, and even though it made a terrible noise, we think we might actually be able to fix it. So on this old radiator, it cracked, but we've got a new replacement one from the other Reliant Robin. I'm not sure if you guys can see, but over here it's cracked on the plastic. That's obviously why it's been overheating. So we're gonna try and replace this radiator. So if we're able to fix it, and that actually is the problem, then we might actually be going to Africa. So let's just hope we can replace this.
Time was running out, and this will be our only hope of getting the Reliant Robin fixed in time. So let's just hope it's nothing more severe.
We've got it out. Yes, look how nice and clean it is. It looks like Indian water.
We then fitted the radiator from the original Reliant Robin, and it managed to get us back to the unit. But now we only have 3 days left to turn this into a fake police car. So that's what we did.
Now it's time to turn this beautiful Reliant Robin into a fake police car. And to do that, we're going to do what we did with the fake Bugatti, where we're going to sand down the entire exterior. Then we're going to use 800 grit sandpaper to sand it down even finer. And then we're going to spray paint the entire car white. And then we've got a police livery, which we're going to wrap, which is going to say police here. And it's going to have the yellow and blue checkered squares on the side. So the first step is to sand down the entire Reliant Robin. Let's go.
Breaking my back just to know your name. 17 tracks and I've had it with this game. I'm breaking my back just to know your name. But heaven ain't close in a place like this.
Okay, so I've sanded down the entire vehicle, and Becca has masked up all of the windows. And now we're just using etch primer to cover all of the imperfections on the paintwork, so they're painted here as well.
And now it's time for the next step, which is to respray the entire vehicle. And for that, we're going to need a lot of spray paint cans.
Now, luckily, Alfresh.co has hooked me up with 20 440ml loop color spray paint cans.
If you guys are planning on rattle canning anything, I'd highly recommend using loop colors, which you can order from Alfresh.co. And now it's time to do 3 layers of paint.
Somebody told me you had a boyfriend who looked like a girlfriend that I had in February of last year. It's not confidential, I've got potential. Ready, let's roll on to something new. Taking its toll that I'm leaving without you.
Right, I've done one more layer of paint, and now it's time to use the clear coat that has a gloss finish, or more of a gloss finish. So we've got 2 cans of this. It's probably not going to be enough, but who cares? As long as it looks funny, that's all that matters.
And after doing a few layers of clear coat, I decided it was time to upgrade the radiators with some higher quality metal ones before doing the rest of the police car mods.
For comparison, here's the old one, and it's all damaged, and there's a good chance that plastics could break on it, which happened to the other one that we had earlier in the video. But as you can see, this one's complete metal. So let's try and fit it now, and hopefully that'll be the end of the problems with the Reliant Robin.
And after we fitted the new radiator, we filled it with some water, started the car, then filled it up even more with some actual coolant, and just hoped this would be the end of the issues. But I guess we'll find that out later when we try driving to Africa. But for now, let's continue with the police modifications.
So you finally taken off all of the covers, and look how good it looks. Looks amazing.
And now it's time for the first proper police modification, being the light bar on the roof.
Right, so we've got the police lights here. This is your first time seeing it.
We now had to drill 4 holes into the roof and then another hole for all of the wiring. Since the car's made of fiberglass, it was extremely easy.
Come on, I've been waiting for this moment my whole life. We've just got it fitted. Look at this. We've finally got it all wired up. We've got it wired to the fog light. So you can see they're on right now. If we go in here and we turn our fog light off, you can see the lights go off.
And now it's time for the police mod that's going to transform this build the most, the police livery.
It's now time to actually wrap this Reliant Robin and make it look like a police car. Look at this. Thanks to AppleSigns for sending me this. And they do a bunch of vinyl for different vehicles. So say if you got a work van and you need some vinyls doing, and I got them to do this one. And we've even got these to put on. Hopefully the police will find it funny because it's a Reliant Robin.
But somebody told me you had a boyfriend who looked like a girlfriend that I had in February of last year. It's not confidential, I've got potential.
And there we go, we finally got one side complete. That took so much longer than I expected. You can see here we've done a pretty bad job, but that's because the paintwork underneath was really rough. But then on the later panels we managed to get it a lot better by making little incisions. So again, it's not perfect, but I think from far away, people are actually going to think this is a police car. Let's do the other side.
You had a boyfriend who looked like a girlfriend that I had in February of last year. It's not confidential, I've got potential. Rushing around.
We've only got a few more liveries left, and this is a police livery on the front. Yes, look at that. Police. That looks so good. Right, there we go. We've got the police livery on it. Right, this is looking so good. We've got the side police livery, we've got the police tabs. And now we've just got the blue Metropolitan police squares that I'm going to probably put on the door somewhere like this on both sides. Let's go into that. Sorry.
And after putting on the Metropolitan Police logos, all I had to do was fit the siren and then the front police lights.
We're now going to fit the final police lights. So these ones are going to go in the grille. I've got about 8 of them. I've already put some in. So it's going to be 2 on the top, 2 on the bottom, and the same on this side.
And after fitting the lights in the grille, the 3-wheeled Reliant Robin police car was finally complete.
Hold me now, I'm 6 feet from the edge.
and now it's complete.
We're gonna be driving this fake police car all the way from the United Kingdom to Africa. But we've got a big issue. I pulled up to this driveway and loads of white smoke started coming out the exhaust, meaning we've probably got a head gasket issue. So me and Becca put some head gasket sealant inside of the coolant. It's probably not gonna help. And again, we're trying to drive to Africa, but we've literally got no choice, so it's worth a shot. But me and Becca need to head off. This is her car that she's going in. She's got a motorbike on the back of an MX-5. So we're both gonna try and make our way to Dover now. And for anyone wondering, I don't think this is legal, but it's funny, so we should get away with it. Let's go. Yes, go on, go, 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 go.
Me and Becca set off and head towards the ferry, but just 30 minutes into the drive, we already ran into a massive issue.
Right, so about 30 minutes into the journey, if that, my car's steaming already. Oh my God, it's coming from the head gasket, man. It's because we had to go up some stupid steep hill. I could just tell it was gonna f up the engine, and it has. It's f***ed up the entire engine. So I don't know what to do now. It's on 120.
It seemed like our fears of having a head gasket issue were accurate, but at this point there was nothing we could do because the rest of the group were already making their way towards the ferry.
It's overheated.
Again.
It's because we were going uphill for like so long.
Determined to make it to the ferry, we topped it with more coolant and just hoped that the head gasket sealant would do something to at least make us to the ferry port. But only another 20 minutes into the journey, we ran into one of the most severe overheatings we have ever seen.
Oh yeah, it's steaming. Oh my God, man.
What, is it really bad?
You've got really bad oil leak, haven't you?
Do I? Should we check the
Yeah,
dipstick?
remember?
Holy shit, man. Look where it's coming from.
I've never seen that before.
The second we pulled out the dipstick, a lot of smoke started coming out from it.
That cannot be good. It's literally on the end. It's supposed to be between those two lines.
And once we filled up the radiator with some water, we realized how hot the engine must have been.
Are you okay?
What the f is going on, man? What is this?
I have no idea.
It's like a steam train.
What the f is going on, man?
At this point, we knew all of the weeks of hard work was for nothing. The engine was completely fried, and there's no way we're making it to Africa. But we topped it with some oil anyway, and just hoped for a miracle. But when we started it, we knew this trip was over.
There is so much smoke coming from his exhaust.
Seems I found the road to nowhere, and I'm trying to escape. I get back when I heard thunder, but I'm down to one last breath.
Guys, it's over. I'm not even just saying this to be dramatic. The car's f***ed. All this f***ing money, all this effort I've put in, all for nothing. I'm supposed to be taking this to Africa, and this is supposed to be my big video back. Everything I do just goes wrong, man. And I've let Becca down as well. She's in her car trying to do this rally, and I'm just causing problems to everyone. So the head gasket's 100% gone. Yeah, there's no way we're making it to Morocco in this car. So I don't know what to do. That's a lot of money wasted. There goes a beautiful Reliant Robin police car. It failed us about an hour into the drive. So now we're going in Becca's car. We're gonna go and get to my backup car, which is a Ford Ka. And then we're gonna do the world's cheapest road trip in the world's cheapest car. I spent £100 on this Ford Ka, and we're gonna see if it can get us to Africa. So let's go.